The latest iteration to the Xiaomi 13 series has been announced, and as expected, we are looking at a slightly more affordable yet still very capable versions of Xiaomi's flagship smartphones this season. And that is this, the Xiaomi 13T Pro. Hey everyone, Earl here, Tech, and in this video, we are going to share with you our hands-on review of the new Xiaomi 13T Pro and why we think this is going to be a better head than its predecessor. There's a lot of similarities to be found here between the Xiaomi 13 Pro and the Xiaomi 13T Pro, and certainly a lot has changed since the Xiaomi 12T Pro. In our experience, it feels like Xiaomi combined with some elements of the Xiaomi 13 Pro and the Poco F5 Pro that made it to the Xiaomi 13T Pro. The boxy chassis, the camera module, the Xiaomi 13T Pro will come in three colors: Alpine Blue, Meadow Green, and Black. The back panel of the Alpine Blue model features Xiaomi BioComfort vegan leather with a soft and unique texture, making the phone feel more premium, and you don't get that urge to put on a gel case that came in the box. Xiaomi claims this vegan leather surface is composed of multiple layers of materials to improve wear and scratch resistance. On the other hand, the Meadow Green and the Black models have a glossy glass back panel that's reminiscent of the design on the Xiaomi 13. One difference here is that the latter version is slightly thicker at 8.682mm versus 8.49mm on the other two. Conversely, the Alpine Blue is actually lighter at just 200 grams versus 206 grams on the glass variants. The power button and volume rockers are found on the right side, stereo speaker grills, primary microphone USB Type-C port, and the SIM card slot are found at the bottom. Secondary speaker grill, noise-canceling microphone, and IR blaster are placed top. Between the Alpine Blue and the Meadow Green that we have with us, the jury is split between the two. And just like the Xiaomi 13 and 13 Pro, both the 13T and 13T Pro are IP68 rated for better dust and water resistance. For the display, the Xiaomi 13T Pro has a flat 6.67-inch crystal rest display supporting up to 144Hz refresh rate and 1.5K or 2712 by 1220 pixel resolution. The display greatly improves the viewing and gaming experience thanks to a high brightness mode of up to 1200 nits and a peak brightness of up to 2600 nits, along with 100% PCIe3 coverage with 68 billion colors. Xiaomi 13T Pro also supports end-to-end HDR10 Plus and is protected by a Corning Gorilla Glass 5. They've installed a plastic screen protector here as well, but in the span of several days we've been using this device and playing games with it, the screen protector already had scratches and bubbles, so we decided to simply just peel it off. Now in terms of camera, the Xiaomi 13T Pro packs a 50-megapixel main camera with an aperture of 1.9, a 50-megapixel telephoto camera with an aperture of 1.9, and a 12-megapixel ultra-wide camera with an aperture of 2.2. Well, to be fair, the camera on the Xiaomi 13T Pro looks almost identical to the sensor that we have on the much more flagship Xiaomi 13 Pro. The overall image looks very cinematic right off the bat. Color reproduction is almost identical to what we see on the real world, which is pretty cool. And we have good contrast and very little, almost unnoticeable post-processing. Details are present without over-sharpening the image, even in low light conditions. Since the camera system on the Xiaomi 13T Pro is tuned by Leica, a popular camera brand, you can choose between two photographic styles, namely Leica Authentic Look, which produces images that has a little boost in contrast, and Leica Vibrant, which gives you a little bit more of a vibrancy in every shot. But for the sake of this review, we stick to Leica Authentic Look. This Leica photographic styles really does mimic Leica's signature color science. There's also a host of filters to add more cinematic look to your image. Pro mode and 50-megapixel mode is also present here for you to take fully advantage of this device's camera system. I'm really stunned on how this device handled different scenarios when taking photos, and in broad daylight, you will see that the HDR in effect and it also looks very natural. Portrait mode, on the other hand, there are moments where it struggles on picking which on the photo to blur out, but once it understands where you want to put the focus on, portrait photos can come out really good. What's cool about the portrait mode is that you have a settings in which you can choose the bokeh style of your photo. You can pick from the documentary, which is a 35mm lens, swirl bokeh, which is a 15mm lens, or soft focus, a 19mm lens. All these settings adds a little bit of a creativity factor to your every shot, which is pretty nice. Night mode images are also good. Colors are a little bit saturated and contrast is a little bit boosted on this mode. With all these adjustments, we captured pretty interesting photos as well as videos, since there is a night mode video option. Selfies are also great on this device. We have a pretty natural looking selfies, although there are times where I find the photo output to be a little bit soft, even with beautification turned off. Overall, the camera of the Xiaomi 13T Pro is something that I didn't personally expect on this caliber of smartphone. I actually find myself taking more photos on this device than with my iPhone 14 Pro, as I like the sharpness and color reproduction I get on every shot. Whereas on my iPhone, I really noticed a lot of post-processing that has taken place on every image. For videos, the Xiaomi 13T Pro is capable on recording 8K at 24 frames per second. There's also an OIS and EIS built in, ensuring that you will have a perfectly stable video output. There's also motion tracking focus on this device, which is a feature that we see on high grades in my cameras. And this feature tracks your subject to keep it in focus at all times, which is also an amazing feature, especially for those content creators out there. But what excites me the most about the Xiaomi 13T Pro's camera is the ability to record up to 10-bit 4K 30 frames per second log video recording. I mean, you won't really going to use this feature every day, but it is so amazing to see that this smartphone is capable in recording in log video, giving you clips that are ready for color grading and very versatile in post. Now, powering the Xiaomi 13 Pro is the latest MediaTek Dimensity 9200 Plus, which is made from 4nm processor that incorporates an ARM Immortalis G715 GPU with LPDDR5X RAM plus UFS 4.0 storage technology. You are looking at a powerful combo here in terms of benchmark. It managed to cap a score of 1,458,600 in AnTuTu benchmark, the highest we've tested this year. Now, if you're interested in numbers, check out these other benchmark scores here. The Xiaomi 13T Pro has two Surge P1 charging chipsets to achieve a single cell battery with 120-watt hypercharge, allowing this device to be charged from 0 to 100% in just 19 minutes. In our battery benchmark test, the Xiaomi 13T Pro got a score of 12 hours and 56 minutes with a single full charge at 50% brightness, 0% volume, and airplane mode turned on. This is 2 hours shorter than what we got last time with the Xiaomi 13 Pro. It could be primarily due to the fact that the Xiaomi 13 Pro uses a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 that has a TDP of 6.3 watt, while the Xiaomi 13T Pro's Dimensity 9200 Plus has a higher TDP of 8 watts, even if both are manufactured using a 4nm processor. The latter also has a higher clock speed at 3.35 GHz versus 3.2 GHz on the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. As for connectivity, the Xiaomi 13T Pro has everything you'd expect. Dual nano SIM with 5G support, NFC, Bluetooth 5.4, and Wi-Fi 7 capability. It has come with a built-in IR blaster, which you can use as a remote control for your home appliances like TVs, aircon, and more. Works like a universal remote control and is usually stable in mid-range and flagship Xiaomi phones. So what do you guys think about the Xiaomi 13T Pro? Do you like the redesign? Performance is really good if you ask us, but the battery life isn't up to par with the Xiaomi 13 Pro. The Leica camera on this device are great though, and everything else seems spot on. Do let us know what you really liked and did not about this device in the comment section below. And if you find this video helpful, be sure to drop a like, subscribe to our channel for more content, hit the bell icon so you won't miss any future uploads, and don't forget to follow us on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and to visit theunic.com for the latest tech news and reviews. Once again, this is Arel with the Xiaomi 13T Pro, and see you guys in the next video.